Hi everyone, Nicholas Lee here and welcome to day number 12 of the Duty to Sell challenge. As you may know, we'll right down into the process of helping you to figure out the value you bring to your clients, just so you can understand how much more you're bringing to people than you may think and that you may be taking for granted. Now we're into the journey of figuring out what your clients actually see from their perspective when they come to you with a problem, with multiple problems. And we're going deep now. We started out looking at the surface level of the problems. Maybe they want to lose weight. We went down into understanding their cost of inaction if they don't lose the weight, what this is going to do to them, or what would happen, or what would be the consequences of them not making any change. Today, we're going to look into something even deeper. And this is so powerful, what we're going to work on today, because this was the difference between me being able to close deals on a logical level and closing deals, even the £70,000 deals, but when people were already keen to buy, to getting to a place where I was really struggling to sell on the internet or on the Zoom calls because I had not learned what I'm about to share with you today. Figuring this out allowed me to close deals on the phone, on the Zoom calls with people from other end of the world. I was in the UK, people in the US, people from New Zealand, Australia, all over the world, in India, were trusting me to send me their card details to complete payments for $5,000 to $10,000 after only speaking to me for half an hour to an hour, and sometimes after only 20 minutes of speaking to me. And the real difference is what I'm about to share with you, which is make it personal and 10 times your value. What I mean by that is, how do you get even deeper regarding the problems of people? Now, the reason this is important is problems tend to be surface level. But the problems and the reason someone may want to solve the problems is usually deeper, especially when you're selling a more higher ticket product or service, more in the thousands rather than in the hundreds or the tens in terms of cost and investment of the service. So if you want to be able to sell at a bigger number, allowing your company, yourself, to make bigger margins, bigger profit, to then helping you to reinvest, to further help your audience and grow your influence, your reach. This is the most powerful training you're going to have today. And of course, I'm going to go in more deeper, and I'm going to keep on kind of explaining you the same thing from different angles until it makes more sense and it becomes part of what you do. At the same time, like I've been saying earlier in the previous videos, after you finish phase 1 regarding the self-influence, make sure you go and work on the mechanical influence, especially around the selling without script program or challenge that I am going to create. So it may not be ready yet, but stay with me. It's going to be ready within the next month or so, which hopefully will allow you to really get clarity and use all of the things I'm explaining right now and take it to a deeper level. All right. Now let's dive into today's slides. Okay. So why making it personal 10 times your value? So here's the thing, guys. You may have heard me talk about this. Sell people what they want and give them what they need. So people come to you with problems, but because you're new to them, they haven't heard from you, or maybe they've heard from you, but they don't trust you yet. They usually will tell you the problems at the surface level. And most of the time, they are not even aware of the real reason they want to solve those problems. It's our goal as closers, salespeople, influence people that influence others, to help them get to that deeper level, which is one we did last time, looking at the cost of inaction. But now we want to go more personal Because the reason they want to change, there is always a reason. There's always a why. And the why tend to be more personal. This is what we're going to go down into. By allowing you to go deeper in the personal level, it allows you to also get to the identity of the person. Now, what I mean by identity is that of, let's say, you're a mom, like we've touched upon way back when we were talking about the RAS. As a mom, there is a lot of things that goes in a mom's mind in terms of how they need to think. They need to take care of their kind of kids. They need to think of what to eat not just for them but for the kids. There's so many things that goes down as an identity. And by the way, this is why I want to help you to build your identity, so you understand the importance of selling, so you get the identity that it is your duty to sell. Because at that level, there is a lot more motivation, a lot more power when you speak to someone. Okay? Now, if you ask someone, well, why do you want to lose weight? And they're like, well, just because. Or just because I want to look good. And then you go to the next level, you're like, okay, I mean, what are the costs? Or what are the consequences if you don't make any change? And they might go into, well, I might get a heart attack. Well, I might lose my wife. I might lose this. It's still kind of a medium level, right? Now, the next layer is, okay, now, how would it feel to lose your wife? How would it feel to go and have an operation? Personal. By figuring out how they feel about that situation, we are going deeper into their thought process, which usually is the right level and is the deeper level that will make them trust you more. I'll go in more detail, by the way, in the mechanical influence training, but I thought I'd give you some aspects and some ideas into how to think about this. Because if you go deeper, the reason I'm sharing this now is because when I started out, people talked to me about building rapport. How you build rapport is you talk about the weather, you talk about their dogs, their cats, and just talk to them. This is not true. The way you build rapport with someone is by talking, and by talking about things that they've never shared with anyone else before. It's like you become their best friends by asking the right questions and being with them around things they've never done before or never shared before with anyone else. That's how you build trust. Because by juxtaposition, if they shared something deep with their best friends, and now they're sharing the similar type of depth of information about themselves, you become their best friend very quickly. And that's how some people have paid me $10,000 within 20 minutes of speaking to me. Okay? And that's what I would want you to be able to do, so you can have more people in different parts of the world and help them solve their problem. Now, to do this, we're going to dive into the Dragon Scales day 12, which we're going to do. We're going to then post it. We're going to then complete the tracker and do the post like we've been doing every single day. So let's dive into the day 12 of the Dragon Scale. Usual, you should know that the Dragon Scales should be on the Dragon's Forge. You'll find the link in day 4, okay, if you don't have it yet. And as you can see, we're now going to go day 12, okay. We're going to make it personal, and we're going to increase the value that you realize you provide. We go emotional now. Now, unsolved problems don't stay external. They become internal. They shape identity. They affect relationships. They define futures. Today, we are going to go deeper. We're going to see how cost of inaction doesn't just cost money and time, but it costs them self-respect, family connection, the life someone could have lived. Okay? What we're going to look into is the personal cost of their inaction. And again, guys, I would say maximize the use of AI. Put your own spin as well, so you make sure you understand. Don't just use AI just to do this homework. Remember, this is not for me. This is for you. So once you get the information, do make sure you read it, you understand it, and I would say maybe actually, yeah, where I am right now, I've been through this reiteration of this exercise so many times. I would say where you are, if you're starting out, if you're new to this, do this manually yourself. And if you want then to improve the answers, go and use ChatGPT or AI. That's the best way to learn. Okay. At the same time, do study this, go and read what other people are saying, comment on theirs, give some advice, give your thoughts on what they've written down, because this is how you are going to get a deeper and better understanding as to what we're doing here. But also this will kind of clarify that in any situation, in any business, you can expand, you can extend the value that you bring to someone by looking at the personal cost of inaction. Okay, but where I am right now, to save me time, but also because I've done it so many times, I just want to give you some examples as to how this can look like. So I'm going to use, again, my AI, and I'm going to put that into Raminder's story. So let's do that now. Can you give me the answers to these questions based on Raminder's story? Okay. Okay, so personal cost of inaction. How does staying stuck affect her identity? Maybe I'm not, okay, she's telling herself, maybe I'm just not naturally good at selling. I'm great clinically, but negotiation is just my sweat. Over time that becomes, okay. Okay, so you can see, right? It affects her own identity. It affects her in her own life, right? Self-image. What version of herself does she become if nothing changes? Bitter hope. What does she has to accept about her life? Slow wealth creation. Okay, so hopefully this helps you, if you've never done this before, to see more of those personal side of not taking action by your clients. Okay, so I'm going to put that into the scales, into the dragon scales. And then what we're going to do, yeah, I would say build this in, put that on the chat. We're going to talk about it more in the comments. And again, I feel it's going to be very important for me to create a training where we all go through, share our thoughts. I want to hear what you guys are seeing, whether this is helpful for you to actually extend how much more valuable what you do is to your clients. But also this is me. This is how I do things, right? This is me also training you and getting you a foundation around the mechanical influence training that you're going to go through on phase 2A, which is after phase 1. I mean, I wish you go through this so you can benefit from that, but this is kind of a foundation to it as well. So let's do this now. I'm going to pause and add this all to the dragon scale. Okay, so what I've done now is I've filled in the personal cost of inaction, how not taking any action on solving the problem is going to affect them, not just in the things they are doing, but personally. Okay, and what we're going to do now, we're going to copy and paste all of those. So we're going to Control C, copy. We're going to go to day 12. If you look down, there's 2 posts. The video you're watching should be here. If you go down here, you're going to see there's the dragon scales, day 12. We're going to copy and paste this here. And like I said, if you make it a bit cleaner, that would be really helpful. So I can really help you as well. Okay, so we're going to comment here. And next, we're going to go and complete the rest, the usual that we've been doing. So if you go to the tracker, we're going to go to day 12, tick this one, tick the dragon's eye. We're going to call this one the dragon's scales, day 12. Tick this. Community post you would do. If you do the aha and the win post, do make sure you tick this in as well. Okay, so we're going to go here, and then we're going to copy all of this. Okay, so we're going to fill out the community post. You go and you, okay, like I said again, you go You're going to be here. The video is going to be here. The one above, day 12, duty to challenge. Copy actions completed in day 12. Okay, copy this, go to the comment, post there. Put the spaces. Okay, now I'm going to use the dragon's eye exercise I've just done. Okay, and then I'm going to add my ahas. Let me do that. Okay, so I've done all of these. Make sure you put your name here. Whoops. Put your name here. And I've done the ahas, I've done the wins. Now let's do the tracker screenshot. So we're going to do same as what we've been doing. Now we had 315 points. Gonna post this here, and the usual, click here. We're going to find that one, move this across, share, click the link and copy the link on here, highlight the click here first and then do this. Okay, and by now, because you've been doing it consistently, which is part of my 5 C's of learning anything, it's the word conditioning. The more we do it, the easier it gets for you to do, for me as well. And we're going to go comment. Okay, now we do the same thing we've been doing. So you right click, open a new tab in the community, go and open your thing again. You find your comment again, and we're going to add day 12 of the we're going to then copy or Control X, and then we're going to go dragon's eye, post. Then we're going to find the ahas, click there, boom. We're going to have the ahas, and we're going to include that in the ahas category. Next one, we're going to have the wins. Okay. Okay, and by the way, guys, I've just learned a new thing. You can literally go and be in the right layers, and if you click on it, you open that, it will take you straight to this category, so you don't need to change anyway. So hopefully that is helpful. I've just learned something new myself, and yeah, that's it for today. That was a shorter video. Hopefully that was also valuable to you. What I would suggest as well is on the exercise, what you could do is, can you give me deeper personal cost of inaction for each questions? And if you can, give me a good summary that I can share with my mentors so you can give me more feedback. Let's see. Okay, so you can try this and see what comes up, but at the same time, I do want you to share with me so I can understand where you guys are at, because I can see, okay, this is great actually. This is great. If you read this, you can see there's a lot more behind it, and the point of doing this additional layer is so you can really feel the emotions around it. Okay, because as I mentioned before, emotions, people buy with emotions. If you want to sell higher ticket offers from $3,000 to 10 to 15 to 20 to 50, it's around the emotions that people are feeling, because they're going to buy through emotions, and then they're going to kind of explain it through logic. Okay, so a shorter one today. Hopefully that was helpful. And any questions, again, let me just show you, since we've got some time, I guess. Go to community. I would say go back and read what others people ahas are. see if you've learned the same thing, see if you can see it from a different perspective, share your thoughts, put some likes, give some love to people, okay? And yeah, share your thoughts on those ahas. Same for the wins. Share your wins, by the way. Get inspired with what wins other people are sharing, okay? Help if there's anything that I've shared with you in any days, in any challenges, any training. What my suggestion would be is in the title, you can put challenge ABC day 10 question. Okay, so then I know where you're struggling with. Put the question, and then I'll do my best to help you with that. Dragon's Mirror, we're going to work on that on the next training again. We're going to update where you are, where you were, where you're going. And the Dragon's Eye, I would say keep doing this as much as you can. And again, the more you can see others doing it, the better. By the way, here I forgot to change this for the 11. Cool. Okay, that's it from me, guys, and I'll speak to you later on day 13.